Men's para-ambulant 200 metres. Bronze with 26.83 for 79.94 from New South Wales, Jeremy Usher. Silver in 26.65 for 80.48 from Victoria, Dylan Vidinbarathana. Gold in 25.11 for 85.42 from Victoria, Jordan Swansborough.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the crowd, at home, wherever you may be watching, it is the Women's Under-18 200-metre Championship of Australia. From the inside of the track, out of lane number 2, from South Australia, it's Amelie Burge. In lane number 3, from Tasmania, it's Cadel Smith. In lane number 4, from Queensland, it's Kira McGregor. In lane number 5, from New South Wales, it's Ellen Murphy. In lane number 6, also from New South Wales, it's Jacinta Lamprette. In lane number 7, from Queensland, Marissa Hanlon. In lane number 8, from Western Australia, your state record holder, Olivia Dodds. And in lane number 9, on her outside shoulder, also from Western Australia, Amelia Rowe. These are all your competitors here in the Women's Under-18 200-metre Championship of Australia. Away cleanly here in the Under-18 Championships. Olivia Dodds of Western Australia starts the best inside of the track as well. McGregor of Queensland picking up the stagger on her outside shoulder, so they're going to let it rip here into the final 100 metres. Olivia Dodds with the clock in her sights. The next one on the outside is Rowe. It's Dodds, though, starting to steam away. Wants to be the national champion. Will be the national champion. 23.66. We'll wait for the wind-wording 1.0. A new state record, a new personal best. Olivia Dodds is your national champion for the Women's Under-18 200 metres. So, trackside now, shaking of the hands A very happy Western Australian, I can imagine, down there. Trav, we'll throw down to you with the under-18 200-metre champion, Olivia Dodds.
Thanks, Mitch. It's great to be back trackside, and I love it when we meet like this, Olivia, because it generally means good things, and you're now the national champion, 100 and 200 metres. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you so much. This track is just wonderful. The weather is amazing, and so it's just wonderful to be here.
You've set a new PB, 23.66 unofficially. The wind was kind to you as well. That's a new state record. Congratulations. And you're just outside the meet record too, which stood at 23.52. So just outside. You're in career best shape.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I feel amazing. My pre-season was so hard, and I've been able to back that up here, so I'm so happy.
Now you've won the double. Do you have a preference, 100 or 200? Where are you sort of swayed these days?
Maybe the 100. I hate the lactic feeling after a 2. So yeah, 100 is much better.
You got a big cheer at the introductions. You've obviously got a lot of people. Who would you like to thank?
Lynn's squad, I love them so much, and their support is just amazing for me.
And of course, the rest of the season, are you going to put your feet up now into Christmas? Are you just going to unwind a little bit and then reset for the national championship? What's the plan for the next few months?
Well, I'll continue training, but I'll have a little bit of break over the Christmas. But yeah, next year we have nationals in Adelaide, so looking forward for that.
Now you're under the 200-metre World Junior qualifier. The selectors would have been watching closely. Is that on the radar too for next year?
Oh, definitely. World Under-20s would be my dream, so yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our winner, Olivia Dodds.
We acknowledge our medalists in the girls under 18 200 metres. Bronze in 24.49 from New South Wales, Jacinta Lampret. Silver in 24.06 from Western Australia, Amelia Rowe. Gold in 23.68 from Western Australia, Olivia Dodds.
So, ladies and gentlemen, back on the track now. We have the final of our women's under 15 90 metre hurdle championship of Australia. A full field out here of 10. We'll call them as they're behind the blocks. Starting out of lane number 1 on the inside of the track from South Australia, it's Maya Robinson. Out of lane number 2 from North Queensland, it's Hayley Collis. Lane number 3 from New South Wales, Alyssa Michael. Lane number 4 from Western Australia, it's Taylor Hatfield. In lane number 5 from Queensland, it's Addison Farinazzo. In lane number 6 from New South Wales, it's Molly Raymond. In lane number 7 from Victoria, it's Jamison Harding. In lane number 8, also from Victoria, it's Laura Wong. In lane number 9 from the nation's capital, it's Mia Keane. And rounding it out in lane number 10 from Western Australia, it's Kate Philpott. These are all your competitors here in the women's under 15 90 metre hurdles championship of Australia. Away cleanly, Raymond jumped well, a little further. Laura Wong from Victoria now getting into her stride. Inside there, Harding. So it's the two Victorians going at it. Laura Wong out in front of Harding. They've got to get over one more. They do. Wong, the national champion. Back to Harding and then Raymond in that order. 12.69 unofficially. And Laura Wong, she jumped the best. She was the best. She is your national champion in the women's under 15 90 metre hurdles.
Our next event on the track is the under 16 girls 90 metre hurdles. From the inside, running out of lane number 2 from Western Australia, it is Daisy Chance. In lane number 3 is the national champion. She won this event last year. It is Tamin Lepret from New South Wales. In lane number 4 from South Australia, it is Ashley James. Also from South Australia, in lane number 5, it is Lily Clovel. From Victoria, in lane number 6, it is Faith Little. Lane number 7, from New South Wales, the national silver medalist, Neve Jenkins. From North Queensland, in lane number 8, is Isabella Chester. And to round out the field, in lane number 9, from Victoria, is Amy Fitzgerald. That's 90 metre hurdles girls under 16 final. They'll be going over the 76 centimetre barriers. Away well was Chance on the inside with her Lemprette as they go over the first few barriers on the outside. Fitzgerald cementing a challenge. Lemprette has the lead as they go over halfway. She's broken away with one flight to go. She clears it beautifully and wins it. Fitzgerald and Chester the next across the line. But a 12.39 with a plus 1.0 legal behind them. If that is confirmed, that is a new personal best. And Lemprette defends her title, which she won last year at Adelaide, and proves what she was able to do in Brisbane earlier on this year.
Silver in 12.88 from Victoria, Jamison Harding. Gold in 12.72 from Victoria, Laura Wong.
Great championships for Tamin Lamprette. 200 metre hurdle gold earlier in the championships, 90 metre hurdle gold, and the bronze in the 200 metres. So her third medal of these championships for Tamin Lamprette. A great achievement. Still with the 100 metres to come tomorrow. So she'll sleep well tonight with a second gold medal around her neck, and she'll be back in action tomorrow in the 100 metres. Tamin Lamprette of New South Wales.
We acknowledge the medalists in the under-16 girls 90-metre hurdles. Bronze in 13.25 from New South Wales, Neve Jenkins. Silver in 13.17 from Victoria, Amy Fitzgerald. Gold in 12.37 from New South Wales, Tammin Lamprett.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's track time. It's the under 15 100 metre hurdle final for boys. Congratulations to all the gentlemen for making it through to the All Schools final. Here is your lineup from Queensland: Jackson, Frost. In lane 2 from Victoria, Evan, Bainbridge. In lane 3, silver at the National Championships from South Australia, Ken Ferranti Tanakawa. In lane 4 from New South Wales, Zach Evans. In lane 5, the West Australian flyer, Paul Ihoge. In lane 6 from Victoria, Finn Kalachor. In lane 7, representing North Queensland, Blake Gregory. In lane 8 from WA, Miel Fuentes. From South Australia in lane 9 is Dane Wood. And rounding out this field, the reigning national champion from New South Wales, Cameron Badger. Senior set, under 15 boys final. Good luck, gentlemen. Getting a great start was Cameron Badger, closest to us. Also going well is Tanakawa in the South Australian colours, and Zach Evans is right alongside him. It's Tanakawa just in front. No chopping any wood here. Tanakawa is clear, and he takes the gold in 13.09 unofficially. Cameron Badger, the silver. Zach Evans has taken the bronze. 1.1 the tail. What a time. 13.09 unofficially. Just outside the championship record of 13.01. Just to give you an idea of the quality of that performance. Big new PB too for Ken Ferrante Tanakawa.
Triple jump. Bronze with a best of 11 metres 90 from Victoria, Tristan Ferrugia. Silver with 11.92 from Queensland, Hayden Lockhart. Gold with a best of 12 metres even from Victoria, Declan Mailing.
So not too far away from the next hurdles event. We're getting into the final throws of the under 15 javelin. We have a leader in Caden Andrews, 53.46. We're now into the final round throws. Ken Ferrante Tanakawa of South Australia about to unleash the spear. 45.03, his best today. 45.03. White flag goes up. Beautiful camera work here from the team just to track that in flight. Tristan Wilson will be next to throw. He's sitting in fourth position, the West Australian, 46.05 today in round one. That was a new personal best for Tristan. 39.49 there for Tanakawa. Doesn't improve on his 45.03. Tristan Wilson now looking to edge up into the medals. 48.26. He needs to find 20 centimetres. And it looks to be a little low in flight. White flag goes up. Hayden Webber next up on the rate, 43.55. So 46.05 will remain his best. He'll just miss out on the medals. Hayden Webber to edge up into silver needs 49.14 or better.
Our next event on the track will be the under 16 boys 100 metre hurdles final. From the inside, running out of lane number 2 from Western Australia, it is Ewan Barker. In lane number 3 from Victoria, it is Jake Frost. In lane number 4 from New South Wales, it is the under 15 All Schools gold medalist from last year, Oliver Fazer. In lane number 5 from South Australia, it is Max Thompson. In lane number 6 from Tasmania, it is Nicholas Shivers. In lane number 7 from Western Australia, it is Zach Hatley. In Queensland, running out of lane number 8, it is the national silver medalist, it is Sean Puerta Soloso. In New South Wales, running out of lane number 9, it is the national champion, Andres Hampel. And in lane number 10, to round out the field, it is Jake Kingsey. The under 16 boys 100 metre hurdles are ready for their final. On the inside, Barker got off to a great start on the outside. Hempel is doing nicely on the inside of him. Soloso has now hit the lead, but right on the inside, Facer from New South Wales has burnt the rest of the field and has won it. Frost in second, 1.1 the wind, and a 12.77 the unofficial time there. What a race. Under 16 boys, 100 metre hurdles final.
We know it's important to stay hydrated and that 8 glasses of water per day is recommended. Though for many of us, that's easier said than done. That's why more Australians are making Hydrolite part of their daily rehydration routine. Hydrolite is scientifically formulated to rapidly rehydrate faster than water alone, with products suitable for every member of the family, so you can embrace life's everyday moments. You'll find the Hydrolite range for a great price every day at Chemist Warehouse.
Discus. Bronze with 4 metres 89 for 21.61, representing Queensland, Chloe Tukey. Silver with 20 metres 40 for 46.75 from New South Wales, Caitlin Barguana. Gold with 15 metres 58 for 48.80, representing Victoria, Harriet McCorkle. We also acknowledge the performance of Chloe Tukey yesterday in the shot put with 2 metres 72 for 34.82 and the bronze medal.
So in action in front of the main grandstand, Mitch, I know you're a keen enthusiast of the pole vault. You're first in line to meet and greet Curtis Marshall a little bit earlier at 5 o'clock. I saw you at the front of the queue. And Talia Grace is the Victorian athlete here with the red flag. So the height of the bar at the moment is at 3 metres 20. She had a first effort clearance at 3:05. This will be Emma Orme of Victoria next to vault. Her first look at 3 metres 20. These are the girls contesting the under 17 pole vault title of Australia. And gave it a little bit of a nudge on the way through, but it has stayed on the stilts, and that's a clearance. Doesn't matter how it happens. Emma Orme now leading the competition.
We acknowledge the medalists in the under 15 boys 100 metre hurdles. Bronze in 13:48 from New South Wales, Zach Evans. Silver in 13:31 from New South Wales, Cameron Badger. Gold in 13:10 from South Australia, Ken Ferrante Tanakawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to turn our attention back to some 1500 metre running. It's the next big final. It is the under 14 boys 1500 metres final. Here is your lineup from Queensland. Cedar Johnson. Wearing hip number 2 from Western Australia, it's Will Ray. From New South Wales, Lachlan Wheeler. Representing Victoria, Tyler Hughes. Representing Victoria, Tom Scott. Representing New South Wales, Zwi Radachak. Hip number 7 from North Queensland, Isaac Blue. Wearing hip 8, representing WA, Thomas Davey. Wearing hip 9 from North Queensland, Addison Scott. And rounding out the field, one of the favourites from Queensland, Tate Van Camp. Scene is set, boys under 14, 1500 metre final. So we're under the way, and on the extreme outside, it's Tate Van Camp, the reigning 1500 metre national champion. He's had a busy day. He won the 400 metres earlier on. The Victorian contingent of Thomas Scott and Tyler Hughes will be right up in contention. But Van Camp, who has emerged as one of the great young middle distance competitors, is setting the tone here in the early stages. Tom Scott and Tyler Hughes not too far behind him. Isaac Blue from North Queensland holding down third as we have 3 laps remaining in the 1500 metres. Back to the 1500 metres, and our national champion looking to put another title and another medal into the expanding cabinet. Van Camp setting a nice pace. Tom Scott, the Victorian. And then from North Queensland, Isaac Blue is having a great race in third. Wheeler a little bit further back. Then it comes Hughes. Will Day, the West Australian, still in that distance of being able to mount an attack. He's currently in 6th, the West Australian. This is his home turf. He does his little athletics across the road at the warm-up track. Great opportunity for him here, young Will Ray. Van Camp sets the pace. Tom Scott is matching the attack so far. He's just sitting on his heels, just trying to get a bit of a windbreak, and he's a tall man. Here's our leader, Tate Van Camp. So plenty of protection as they push into a slight headwind today in the home straight. The Fremantle Doctor just not quite strong enough to make an impact here. 4:09.41, the lifetime best of Tate Van Camp, and he'll be right on that money here again today. The sweet sound of the bell in the 1500 metres. Tom Scott holds down second. We've got a new man in bronze. It's Wheeler, followed by Hughes. Blue has just dropped back. Johnson from Queensland is battling on strongly. But down the back straight, the Queensland record holder for his age group, striding out nicely. The under 14 1500 metre meet record stands at 4:12.66. So that will be right in play here. 4:12.66. We'll be keeping an eye on the clock for a new championship record for Tate Van Camp. He's got a nice little lead. It's been a big finish from Lockie Wheeler of New South Wales. He's moved up nicely into the silver medal position. But Tate Van Camp, the Queenslander, he's got to charge towards the line, and he's got to finish the race at a new championship record time. Tate Van Camp is our national champion. Lockie Wheeler has finished off beautifully for second. Tom Scott has held on for the bronze. Tyler Hughes, Cedar Johnson, Isaac Blue crossing the line. Will Ray has had a great run too, close to his personal best. Addison Scott of North Queensland finishing off his All Schools campaign. But no doubt about our winner, ladies and gentlemen, in a new championship record time. Tate Van Camp of Queensland. Next event on the track, it's the under 14 girls, 1500 metres. Here is your lineup from Western Australia. Meg White. Wearing hip number 2, it's the Victorian Matilda Johnson. Lane 3 from Queensland, Grace Francis. In hip number 4 from South Australia, Beth Griffin. Representing the ACT, Olivia Galang. Representing New South Wales, Eliza Lawton. Wearing hip 7, it's the Queenslander, Ruby Hazel. From New South Wales, Ronia Wazorska. Wearing hip 9 from Victoria, Cassandra Servadai. And rounding out the field, the West Australian, Leah Waters. Under 14, girls, 1500 metres. The stander has taken the stand. So speed on early here. The Queenslander Ruby Hazel has attacked from the start. Eliza Lawton from New South Wales. She's the reigning national champion. Olivia Galang, who is wearing hip number 5, will be also one of the favourites here. What is the West Australian? 4:45 her best. We can see Galang there in the ACT colours, the light blue AC colours, wearing hip number 5. She'll be one of the favourites. And there's Eliza Lawton, as we have just said on cue. The national champion has decided she wasn't happy with the pace, and she's just going to move nicely to the front. So Lawton will lead White in second. Hazel of Queensland in third, and Galang of the ACT has had a good couple of weeks. She won the under 16 mile at the Zatopek Classic recently and has continued to lower her personal standards with each run this season. So she's had a big trip across the Nullarbor here, and is right in contention is Olivia Galang of the ACT. But she'll have her hands full. Eliza Lawton, 4:33, the fastest PB in the field, as we'll head down for a medal presentation. So while that presentation was taking place, Eliza Lawton has broken away from the peloton, and she's decided to run her own race and hit her target times that her coaching team would have set out. She's backed her running plan in nicely, and she's continuing to just extend her lead. Galang, Waters, Francis has now also moved into medal contention. The Queenslander wearing hip number 3. Ronia Wazorska will also try and kick for a medal. The gold medal looks to be run and won. Barring incident, Eliza Lawton, she just continues to grind away and extend her lead. The chase group headed up now by Olivia Galang. So Eliza Lawton at the 200 metres, still in control. The attack's coming now. Ruby Hazel right up in contention. Ronia Wazorska, the second of the New South Wales athlete, trying to fight on into silver. But it's time now to celebrate our leader, Eliza Lawton. 4:33, her lifetime best. She's going to absolutely smash her personal best. And she'll be right on the meet record, which is 4:25.78. So it could be a new championship record. Wazorska has battled nicely for silver. Grace Francis has taken the bronze. Olivia Galang fourth, just in front of Leah Waters of WA. Johnson, Hazel and White. So a terrific last lap from Eliza Lawton. And she's unofficially dipped under the championship record. So both the under 14 events in championship record time. It was previously held by Keely Small of the ACT, set back in 2014. And you can see absolute carnage at the finish line. Our under 14 girls have left nothing in the tank. 4:25.30, and I can confirm that will be a new championship record. So officially, it's been ticked off by the professor, and that will go into the record books as a new championship record for Eliza Lawton.
For 10.94 from Queensland, Tate Van Camp.
So pole vault action. It's the under 18 girls pole vault final. The under 17 girls have completed their competition. That was won by Emma Orme, Talia Grace and Casey Hoani Vincent in the bronze. And making a nice clearance, she's just entered the competition. She's decided to enter at 3:45 is Hanifa Rani. So she begins her campaign here in Perth. She is the first of our athletes to attempt 3:45. Pap Silva has had a nice clearance at 3:20, also a clearance at 3:35.
Nina Kennedy, world champion mobile tennis.
Mate, you'll start. So for those listening at home, you may hear some background announcing. That is our man Mitch on the mic talking trackside with Nina Kennedy and Curtis Marshall and Rhiannon Clark as well. So it's just Rani over at this height of 3:45. She has jumped 3.80 meters, so she's well within her range. And she'll watch as her fellow two competitors look to make a clearance here. So we have pole vault action continuing. It's Naomi Gibson who is preparing.
Our next event on the track will be the under 15s and the under 16 3,000 metre race walk for the girls. We'll start off with the under 16s representing South Australia will be Angela Legrand. Representing North Queensland will be Millie Sharp. Representing Victoria will be Mackenzie Turner. Representing South Australia will be Elise Scott. Representing Western Australia will be Katie Borges. Representing New South Wales will be Stella Pinches. For the under 15s representing South Australia will be Grace Martin. Representing the Australian Capital Territory will be Emma Grockett. Representing Western Australia will be Chelsea Island. Representing New South Wales will be Matilda Webb. Representing Western Australia will be Katisha Borsick. Representing Victoria will be Lucy Johns. Representing Queensland will be McKenna Clark. And representing New South Wales will be Jessica Loring. That is the lineup. It's the under 16 and the under 15 women's 3,000 metre race walk. Easy. Underway here. A few of the key athletes to look out for. We'll start off with the under 16s. Lee Scott, she's wearing number 4, I should say. She's the national silver medalist. She won a silver medal in this event last year as an under 15 competitor, and she has taken the lead. Also to look out for is Jessica Loring. She's a national silver medalist. She won the under 14 all-schools silver medal. Katisha Borsick from Western Australia, the national bronze medalist. Matilda Webb is the national champion from New South Wales for the under 15s, and she won the under 14 all-schools last year.
Seriously, you sent the wrong man to do the interview. I thought so. Talk for hours. Because I've got no control on when you stop. I know, it's had no feed, so I can just go on. Kill my... Well, that's the issue. I jumped fish with them in Europe.
Great interview though.
Thank you, I'll try my hardest.
There was one time I was in Budapest for swimming, and the bloke was being Hungarian. We've got 30 sections. 20 seconds.
So just an update in this race walk, leading them overall at the moment from South Australia. It is Elise Scott, the national silver medalist that we spoke about a bit earlier. Then in behind her, leading for the under 15s, is Jessica Loring. She's the national silver medalist earlier on this year, and then Matilda Webb sits in second, third overall though, but second for her age group. Grace Martin, Emma Grockett from the Australian Capital Territory. She's pursuing them at the minute. Katie Borges, second for the under 16s. Millie Sharp is in behind Borges, so the leaders for the under 16s, it is Scott, Borges and Sharp. Sharp from North Queensland. She's entering into the back straight now as we have a look at our first three spread across two different age groups. Elise Scott, Feeling a bit of a challenge here, though, from Loring. Scott responds, though, moves back into the lead. And powers away. Loring not letting her get too far out in front, though, with Webb challenging them. So we have a look at our leaders as they come down the home straight. Swinging wide is Loring. Won a silver medal in this event last year for her age. Responding now, it is Scott from South Australia for the under-16s. She's got a comfortable lead ahead of her age group, but she wants pride in this one. She wants to defeat the younger ones below her. Loring is moving well, so too Webb. Right behind her. So they've attacked it hard. They've gone out wide. They've almost boxed in Scott. Right on the inside, feather back in the pack. Borges, Western Australia, sits in second for the under-16s. With Sharp, second. And for fourth for the under-15s, is Clark. So our lead group at the moment for our under-15s, leading them through is Tilda Webb. She's the national champion. She won the gold in this event last year. She looks on track to do so if she can continue her good form with under 4 laps remaining. Also up there in the medals for the under-15s at the minute, it is Emma Grosset from the Australian Capital Territory. Jessica Lowering, the silver medalist in this event last year for the under-16s, leading it from South Australia, is the national silver medalist, Lee Scott. There's Angelique Agrard, also from South Australia, that sits in second. A season's best of 15 minutes and 33 seconds. And then in that third spot, it is Stella Pinches. On the back straight, that's you're seeing Pinches from New South Wales. Matilda Webb is coming through. We'll cross the finish line here with 1,200 metres remaining. Over halfway in this 3 kilometre race walk. That's Emma Rossett from the Australian Capital Territory that also passed through. Jessica Loring though. She's in third position with that 1,200 metre mark upon her. She's crossing the line there. It was Elise Scott from South Australia. She has a season's best of 15:27:20. Down the back straight, through the 200 metre mark of this lap. It is Matilda. She's really taken this race out hard, and she's not planning on leaving anything out on the track. She wants to defend her national title from the All Schools Championships in Adelaide of last year. She wants to prove why she became the national champion in April. Earlier on this year, she entered into the home straight. Only got 900 metres to go. She has appeared to be unstoppable. She's had a phenomenally tactical race that has been just amazing to watch. McGraw still in that second position. You'll see her on screen now. Feeling a bit tired as you would. She's got under 900 to go. Jessica Loring, the silver medalist. She's still in the medals like she's done so many times before. Pace from her has just dropped off a fraction. She'll be looking to increase that. We see Grosset from the Australian Capital Territory go through with under 2 laps remaining. In behind them, but leading their age group, Angela Legrand. And then Elise Scott, who's been doing so well. She's still in that medal contention. She's dropped behind her fellow South Australian competitor, Angelina Legrand. So Elise Scott, she won her all-schools title for South Australia a few months ago. Angela, she came in that silver medal position. So these two look like they could reverse the order here. We've still got under 800 metres remaining. But in that third position for the under-16 girls, it is Sharp, Millie Sharp from North Queensland. Millie Sharp is the under-15 all-schools bronze medalist. So she could retain a medal here like she received in Adelaide of last year. She also won the under-16 state all-schools championships in Queensland only a few months ago. We're about to hear the sound of the bell for our leader in Matilda Webb, the national champion, the all-schools champion from last year. She'll be the first to hear the bell. And she is the clock a tick under 12:50. Just a reminder that season's best of her stands at 14:21:20, also her personal best. And she's going around the long way from the rest of her competitors here. Emma Grosset from the Australian Capital Territory, the next to hear the bell. She's sitting in second overall and for the under-15 girls. So the under-15 girls really showing the under-16 girls how it is done here in this 3 kilometre race walk. Jessica Loring, the national silver medalist and the under-14 all-school silver medalist. She is in a good position to retain a medal here, but it won't be the one that she got last year unless she picks up the pace, which she appears to be doing so. She's gone out with 350 metres remaining with a mission. Angelina Grand leading the under 16 category, but she is sitting 4th overall. And coming through, bell lap now. We hear that. That is Elise Scott. She was in front earlier on. Finds herself in the silver medal position. And then also about to hear the bell from North Queensland. It is Millie Sharp, the All Schools medalist from last year. But our leader entering into the home straight now. 2,900 metres concluded. Only 100 metres are left to go, and she's got that finish line in her sights here. We've spoken about it so many times. It won't be a seasonal or personal best. But if it's all set and confirmed, will be another national title that she can add to her glorious collection. The national champion, the All Schools champion from last year, in emphatic style, has defended her title. She crosses the finish line in 14:44.86 unofficially. In behind her from the Australian Capital Territory, she didn't medal. She will pick up a silver medal if it's all confirmed. Emma Gore, she's coming down the home straight now. Emma Gorset. Emma Gorcott. Cross the line now. Pick up that silver medal. In 15:08.71, the unofficial time. And to round out would be the medalists for the under 15s. It will be Jessica Longring. Not quite the silver medal she picked up so many times before, but it will be another medal. And now coming through, 4th overall, but it will be a gold medal for the under 16s. It is Angela Legrand. Coming into the home straight now is the national silver medalist from last year and the under 15 all schools silver medalist. She'll pick up another medal. She cuts into lane number 1 after going wide. She's only got 50 metres remaining in this race. As the clock ticks over 16 minutes now. Coming in behind her, Millie Sharp is in bronze medal position, but is Elise Scott. Tick over 16 minutes to pick up the silver medal. Millie Sharp from North Queensland. Then in behind them. And that was Chelsea Ireland. Picks up. That crosses the line in behind them. With Lucy Johns crossing the line now. The clock goes over 16.5 minutes. The combined under 15 and under 16 girls 3,000 metre race walk. We see on our screens now Ellen Borges from Western Australia. McKenna Clark crossing the line on your screen now. Still under 18 minutes.
There is two. You want some? Ethan? Go for it, brother, man.
Final competitor coming down the home straight now. Mackenzie Turner from Victoria. As all clear in our under 15 and under 16 girls 3,000 metre race walk. On track next, we've got the 4x100 metre relays in store for you. I'll do one, then I'll have you switch over.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Man, look at me. I'm in the sunshine of Perth. I'm telling you.
They're having the time of your life.
It's literally raining and storming in Melbourne. Classic. It'll be your one more relay. Media relay. 5, 2, 6.
So pole vault action continues. We have one competitor remaining, and that is our Queenslander. She had the board at 3 metres 80, which would have been equal to her personal best, and instead she said, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling good, I'm going to bump it up to 3 metres 90. Hanifa Rani, she has secured the gold medal in the under 18 pole vault. This will be her first attempt at the height of 390. I think she may be feeling inspired hearing the voice of Nina Kennedy echo around the stadium. It's great to have Nina available here, and we are now in PB territory for Rani of Queensland.
I'll do some of the relays and I can hand over to you. Sure, easy.
So first attempt for Rani. She has secured the gold medal ahead of Naomi Gibson of New South Wales. 3:55 her clearance. She was knocked out at 3:65, and Victoria Parp Silva has secured the bronze medal in that competition. So we'll try and get behind Hanifa Rani here for a PB. And just on the screen there, you can also see our under 16 4x100 metre girls, the first runners making their way to the start line. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage today on the live stream. We'll have time just for one more relay on the stream today before we close up the stream at about 6 o'clock. So this will be the last race of the day for our viewers watching across the world. We hope you have enjoyed day 2. There's been plenty of highlights. We'll be back with day 3 tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. Western time. Sorry, we're here from 8 a.m. Western Standard Time tomorrow. The field kit's underway a little bit earlier than the track tomorrow. And another glorious day forecasted. Sorry to say that to our Victorian viewers. We have been having word back that the weather hasn't been too kind to you today in Victoria. But you're always welcome to travel over here to the west. Come over to Rottnest, see the Quackers, up to Kings Park. Down south to Margaret River, there is plenty on offer and plenty to see over here in the west. And of course, pay us a visit at the WA Athletic Stadium if you are in town. Always plenty of good track and field action here. So, second attempt for Rane. Not the usual Fremantle doctor behind the pole vaulters today, jumping with a slight easterly at their backs. Rane about to go for a new personal best. One attempt remaining. So the athletes just now taking their place on the track for the 4x100 under 16 girls relay. Valuable points on offer, of course, too, for the state v state title. We'll update you on those standings tomorrow morning. So we might just be able to see the final jump from Rane as well on our live feed before we say goodnight to our viewers. So the under 16 4x100 metre girls relay, not too far away. We'll make sure we bring you that coverage before we sign off for the evening. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the under 16 4x100 metre relay final. Here is your starting lineup. In lane 2, Queensland. Lane 3, South Australia. In lane 4, New South Wales. Lane 5, North Queensland. Lane 6, Western Australia. Lane 7, the ACT. Lane 8, it's the Victorians. And in lane 9, the Northern Territorians. Under 16 4x100 metre final in starters' hands. And we're away and racing in the 4x100 metre final. It's Queensland, South Australia, New South Wales, North Queensland, WA, ACT, Victoria and the Northern Territory. First change, all important. WA are away cleanly. New South Wales also changing right up, and Queensland starting to charge through the field. This is a strong run by the Queensland second runner Into the box they go, and first with the baton is the Victorians. The West Australians trying to come out after them, and New South Wales are moving around the bend nicely and putting themselves right into medal contention. And don't discount the Queenslanders. Final change, all important. It's Queensland in second, and in the middle of the field, it's the West Australians also running well. New South Wales are in front, and New South Wales are home. And New South Wales will take gold ahead of Queensland. The Victorians will take the bronze ahead of WA. South Australia next across the line. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that race. And that will bring us to the conclusion of day 2 at the Australian All Schools Championship. We hope you've enjoyed our live coverage. We'll be back for day 3 action tomorrow. But until then, it's bye from now from the WA Athletic Stadium.
We know it's important to stay hydrated and that 8 glasses of water per day is recommended. Though for many of us, that's easier said than done. That's why more Australians are making Hydrolite part of their daily rehydration routine. Hydrolite is scientifically formulated to rapidly rehydrate faster than water alone, with products suitable for every member of the family, so you can embrace life's everyday moments. You'll find the Hydrolite range for a great price every day at Chemist Warehouse.